let's see what 150 quid will get you. So as some of you guys may know, I've become a little Seiko Turtle crazy. I mean, I've gone mental. I've got a few of the unusual modern. I've got an original 1976. I have the original bezel as well, which I need to get put back on. I mean, I really like them and I want more. And one I'm really fond of and want to own is the 6105, the original Captain Willard from Apocalypse Now. However, I do not want to spend £2 upwards on a vintage, and they're asking a pretty penny for the modern reiterations that they've done. So the hunt began. I started looking around and seeing what other options there were out there, and off I came. STEELDIVE. I had never heard of these guys. So this is a Chinese company, and these watches can be picked up both on eBay or AliExpress and places like that. I ordered this from eBay for £149.99 with free postage here in the UK, and it arrived within the next day, basically. So it comes in this sort of waterproof capsule thing. These are actually quite handy. I'd rather more watches come in this sort of stuff, or watch rolls or watch pouches, rather than watch boxes, because you kind of get one use out of a watch box and that's it. So I'm all for these. Okay, so you're seeing this firsthand, just as well as myself, how these actually come packaged. So this is a true representation. I've not opened it. So it comes with a little cleaning cloth. That feels terrible. Quinn International Guarantee. Ooh, it's embossed. And it is unsigned. So there you go. Just like Seiko, they come unsigned. STEELDIVE 1975. Okay. SD1975. See, on the website it says SD1970, so hopefully they've sent me the right watch. But this one says SD1975. Not too sure. And here it is. This is actually quite useful. I'll probably reuse that. Let's move that off to the side. Comes in this very luxurious plastic packaging, but then again, what can you expect for 150 quid? As long as the watch is half decent. Let's throw that out of the way. Comes with a cardboard hand tag of a scuba diver, I think. I mean, that could be an angry ninja. Yo, this is an angry ninja, not a scuba diver. I mean, it could be whatever you want. That's cool. And it comes wrapped in nice plastic. Let's take this off. Okay, initially, straight off the bat, the weight, that's pretty good. It feels pretty weighty. I don't really know why they bother with this plastic. Okay. Wow. Okay, so straight off the bat, let's get the specs out of the way. So let's do dimensions first. They claim 44mm case diameter, 47mm lug tip to lug tip. You have 13.5mm thick and 20mm lug, so quite similar to what you get with a standard Turtle, apart from 20mm lugs instead of 22. For example, here's my 6109 7040 vintage, and you can see it looks a lot bigger, but much more narrow compared to this. So we'll see how that wears. Now, as I said, this one was £150 and it comes on this bracelet, which we'll get into in a second. But let's cover the rest of the specs. So there's the dimensions out of the way. We have 316L stainless steel all around, a flat sapphire crystal, which as you can see is very flat. Inside beating away is the Seiko NH35, which is basically the same used across the board for most of Seikos in general, modern Seikos. It has a 41-hour power reserve, apparently 200 meters water resistant this, and it is a screw down crown. There we go, manually wound. This does hack, feels pretty good. See how that screw down feels? You know what, that's not too bad, that's not too bad. 120 click unidirectional bezel. Bit of play on that, but again, to be expected, I guess, for 150 quid. Now, the interesting thing is, that is a sapphire bezel. Sorry, that is a ceramic bezel, which is luminous infill. Same with the hands and the indices, and it uses Swiss Luminova C3 on the face and BGW9 on the bezel. So two different types of luminescence. So that's the dimensions and specs out of the way. So let's take a closer look. As I said, this is my first time seeing it. So let's take this upside down angry ninja monkey off and let's take a look. Okay, so straight off the bat, you know what, the case isn't too bad. The finishing looks well, you know, you've got polish along the sides, brushed along the top, very similar to what you'd expect on a Seiko Turtle. And be rest assured guys, this is an unboxing and first impressions. I will do a review after wearing and owning it for a while, and then I will do some comparison videos as well. But you know what, the finishing isn't too bad. You've got an engraved crown there again with the Angry Ninja. That's what it's going to be nicknamed from now on, by the way guys. But yeah, the finishing is okay. You've got a screw down crown, which has, and we'll get onto the bracelet in a second, which has again the Angry Ninja. So I'm liking the theme here. You got all the specs stated as you normally do on the back, and the brushed finish on the back. We've got solid end links right there, and you can see the pins for taking it out. And now onto the bracelet. We've got a stamped metal clasp. That does feel really quite terrible, to be honest. And the bracelet, yeah, it's not very reassuring. I believe these are push pins. They look like push pins, so we'll get the links taken out in a second and get it sized up. And there we are, 5 links out with the clasp on the end, so on the furthest out, to get it to fit my 6 3/4 inch wrist. I mean, that's ridiculous. Maybe build another bracelet. So there it is on wrist. You know what? The bracelet is terrible. I'll be straight up. That clasp is really cheap. But then again, let's get the standard. We're not doing a full comparison. That's going to come eventually. But here's a normal Seiko Turtle, a modern Seiko Turtle you can pick up compared to it. And if we look at the clasp, I mean, it's not all that much better, really. The build quality of the bracelet is better, in my opinion, but this isn't bad. And I mean, when we consider what you get for £150, you're getting a sapphire crystal, the same movement that you get in a standard Turtle, ceramic bezel with luminous inlay. You're getting the 6105 styling, which if you want nowadays, you either have to mod. So you'd have to do this mod yourself, which would cost you more than 150 quid, because the watch alone that you're going to use to mod would cost you more than that. Like, I think it's pretty decent. I'm excited to give this a proper run for its money and see how I get on with it. I really like it. So guys and girls, let me know down below what you think. Let me know if you've experienced STEELDIVE and how they've performed for you. And I look forward to doing a full review in a couple of weeks probably. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe for that video. As I said, there's going to be some comparisons coming of this compared to the normal Turtle and how it weighs up and what you really get for 150 quid. Because as of right now, I can't complain guys. Let me know down below.